Hey guys, this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while. It's basically me putting into practice all the things I'm always trying to drill into you. So when I teach a lesson here on YouTube, the things I constantly repeat, the number one is if you want to play something fast, you have to play it slowly and perfectly and with precision. And I always say, if you make a mistake in your playing, and a mistake can be a minor inconsistency, a slight slip of a string, a slight mishit with the pick, or something uglier, I always say you have to slow down and play slower and more precisely. I constantly drill that into you here on YouTube when I meet young guitarists and older guitarists as well, but whenever I meet a guitarist at a concert or a workshop, people often approach me, ask for a bit of advice, or I love to, if I see a youngster that plays the guitar, I'll give them my own instrument and say, play me something, and love to hear how people play. And that's the thing, over and over I tell people, if you make a minor mistake, you have to slow down. It can be frustrating to do that. It took me many years of insisting that I was somehow different and that I was allowed to just keep playing fast and something would be all right and other players should have to worry about slowing down. No, you have to slow down. So what I'm going to do is just a bit of jamming. Basically, this is my own practice session. I'm sitting on my bed. Sometimes when I do my YouTube videos, I go and sit somewhere nice, but sitting on my bed, it's as real as can be. Coronavirus is everywhere. I want to show you some of those concepts. So I'm going to do a bit of jamming. I'm going to identify my own mistakes, and when I do, I will show you how I slow down and try and improve my playing. Also, just a slight disclaimer, if it looks like I'm showing off or shredding or noodling, please forgive me. I'm not here to show my experience on guitar. This is a real personal practice session, but regardless of whether it's your first ever lesson or you've been playing for most of your life like I have and playing professionally for many years, the principles are the same. So forgive me if I'm going fast and stuff like that. I promise you I will slow when I need to and show you the concept. So when I'm playing, one of the things, I really just try and get some tone. So that's just that one finger. I love playing that stuff nice and slow. I'm really trying to get some vibe out of it. Now we start moving across the string. Still slow, so no mistakes yet. And I'm just noodling with that E Phrygian Spanish thing that I do so much. I love to practice just bends and vibrato. So I'll just play one note, shake it, try and make it as emotional as possible. If you're playing along, that's that 9, 10, 13, 14. And then the fun stuff, or the interesting stuff where I said playing fast and then slowing down. So if I try and play a nice fast lick, I'll try and play nice and quickly up until I make a mistake, and then we'll try and fix that mistake. There was a few little things in there. The hammer. I did something like this. Something like that, the slide with the hammer. It was just a bit imprecise, so I might just practice that. The pinky is always the weakest finger, pretty much for everyone. So since I made a small mistake with that pinky note, I might just practice that. And I've highlighted, so this third finger pinky relationship's a bit weak. So I've created an exercise to strengthen it, but I'm also trying to make it a musical exercise. So I'm trying to play with some rhythm, I'm skipping across the notes, and I'm using that bottom E string. So it's a bit of a piece of music. I missed one there. So, okay, I missed one there. And since I have to be really slow now, I might use the legato, get rid of the pick. Because I often use my pick as a crutch because I am lucky enough to have a good pick hand from a lot of practice. So I often use my, where did that go? I often use my pick to get myself out of trouble, so I'm going to lose the pick. Now we're just looking at left hand take. You can hear when I pull my pinky off. If you listen closely, you can hear there's some slight string noise there. Now, the two options with string noise: eliminate it, which is often important, and the other thing you can do is embrace it and really let it be part of your playing. I do that a lot. I let string noise. In that case, you're kind of pulling off. Oh, that was ugly. Kind of pulling off to the open E string, which kind of sounds cool. So I might choose to embrace that there, but as long as you're aware of it, it's what's important. Okay, so I've created this little exercise to help my third finger and pinky coordinate a bit better. I've done it a few times, so now I'm going to progress a little bit forwards. Playing some music. Mistake. You can see it seems like a tedious process. I used to find it quite tedious to do things like this. These days I find it quite joyful. I find it quite interesting and amazing to play something so basic and still find musicality in it, and to identify parts of my own playing that are so weak even after all these years, you know. Played all these concerts, toured around the world. I've got a YouTube channel. I've taught some players who have turned into phenomenal guitarists in their own right that were not much when I met them. So I've got plenty of experience, and still I find there's significant gaps in my playing. So that's why I just thought I'd give you a little window into my personal sessions and show you how I'll try and identify an issue, and then I'll try and address it and become a slightly better player each time that I practice. I think this video has probably gone for almost 10 minutes, so I'll wrap it up. My practice sessions don't go for that long. I do kind of 10, 20, 30-minute chunks, but I do several chunks a day usually. And then if the band's rehearsing or something, I might do several hours in a day. But I don't practice that much, but several times a day for 10 to 20 to 30 minutes. It adds up. Thank you for watching. You go and practice and try and make yourself a better player. Thank you.